Perfect competition has a huge number of buyers and sellers. So, since everyone is so small compared to the whole market, no single firm can actually influence the price. So, there's many buyers here, which I'm drawing with the stick figures. Now, there's lots of buyers and lots of sellers. But no control of price. Now, there are identical products, which I drew with 3 boxes. Now, all firms, sell an identical product, meaning everything is the exact same. Because of that, consumers don't care who buy from them. Every product or every producer is a perfect substitute. So, yeah. Then we have the price takers. So, the firms are price takers. The market sets the price, and individual firms must accept it. If they try to raise their price even a little, buyers instantly switch to another identical seller. There's also free entry and exit. Now, this is where there's free entry and exit money. New firms enter whenever there's profit, and firms exit whenever they're losing money. This movement keeps long-run economic profit at zero. Which can be good in some cases. Now we'll be moving on to wheat farmers. So, wheat farming is one of the best real examples I can give you. So I'm going to start off by drawing wheat right now. There are tons of farmers, so many sellers that no one controls price. So wheat is identical no matter who grows it. Farmers must make the global market price. And it's easy to enter or leave farming, so it fits all characteristics of perfect competition. So this is a perfectly competitive firm earning zero economic profit. So firms are price takers, and this is why for this type of graph for zero economic profit, slopes are always upward, and it determines the firm's output level. It also has an ATC curve where there's zero economic profit. Prices must be equal to average total cost at the quantity where MC and MR meet. Now we're going to be moving on to the positive economic profit. So it has a horizontal line that's a little bit higher to show that the market price is above the firm's average total cost. It also has a marginal cost curve which intersects the price line at the profit maximizing output. It also has an ATC curve underneath the price at that same quantity. And the ATC curve is above the firm's revenue rectangle, which is larger than its cost rectangle, creating this type of box of economic profit. This only happens in the short run because profits will attract new firms and push prices back down. Now, we're going to be moving on to the third graph, which is losses but is still producing. So, they have the horizontal where MR is equal to P line. The MC is rising through at the quantity. ATC is above the MR line and AVC curve is below the MR. and it basically perfectly competitive firm making losses but still choosing to operate in the short run. So you have the ATC line, which creates a loss because the firm can't cover all of its total costs, and the marginal cost intersecting the price line showing the profit maximizing quantities. And the key reason the firm stays open is that it's still above the ABC. Since the firm covers all of its variable costs and some of its fixed costs, shutting down would lose even more money, so it continues to produce. Now we have our graph 4, which is losses and below shutdown point. So this has the MR equals P line. It has an MC curve, AVC curve above the price line, and also it has an ATC. So this graph basically shows a perfectly competitive firm that is losing money and should shut down immediately. So this is where the AVC curve is the key condition for the shutdown. And the MC curve still intersects the price line, but it doesn't matter, because producing here makes losses even worse. The price is below average variable costs, so the firm can't even, cover its basic operating costs like labor and material. So if the firm keeps producing, it loses more than it shuts down and only pays fixed costs. So at this point, the rational decision is to exit production in the short run. Okay, now we're going to be talking about long run to short run to long run stuff. So in the long run, a perfectly competitive market always settles at zero economic profit. That's because there are so many firms and everyone sells an identical product, and entry and exit are completely free. So with nothing blocking new firms from joining, any time profit appears, more firms enter until those profits disappear. So we start in a long run equilibrium where every firm is covering all of its costs but not earning extra profit. Now imagine demand for the product increases. When demand rises, buyers are willing to pay more, so the market price increases. But every firm in perfect competition is a price taker, so they all face this new higher price. In the short run, this higher price creates positive economic profit for existing firms. They're suddenly earning more revenue than the cost of producing, so they begin making profit above the normal level. But a key of perfect competition is free entry. As soon as other firms see that profit existing, they have an incentive to enter the industry. More firms entering means more total output in the market. As industry supply expands, the extra competition pushes the price back down. So the full cycle is long run zero profit, then a demand increase raises prices and creates short run profit. Then entry level from other firms expands supply and the market eventually settles back at zero economic profit once again. So that's how perfect competition always eliminates long run profit. So overall, this process shows how powerful the competitive forces are in a perfectly competitive market. No firm can hold on to profit for long because an advantage immediately attracts new entry. Prices always get pushed back to the level where firms just break even and the market ends up fully adjusted by this again. This is how it works.